Well, I've got two kids, and here's the thing. Like, I think it's hard to raise kids because you can't raise them like society wants you to raise them. Like they show on TV and the movies and stuff. Like you can't, like society wants me to teach my kids about Fantasyland and they want me to Disney World, and you can't do that all the time. If you don't tell them kind of real life stuff, you're just going to end up with old ass kids living in your house that won't leave and have no idea how to function in society. Right? Like I try to teach my kids real life shit every day. I teach my kids things like, if you were at a bar, per se, if you're at a bar, per se, and you have 8 beers instead of 9 beers, well, you still may be able to drive home. But if you have 9 beers or more, I'm sorry, you're going to have to be a responsible citizen and take the back roads like everybody else. Right? That's shit that helps my kids. Stay off the highway, you're going to kill somebody, take the back roads. And my daughter's 11, and she's going to want to know where babies come from, which is fantastic. I want to tell her. I don't want to get so explicit that the Department of Social Services shows up. And it's like, what are you telling your kids? But here again, I don't want to teach her about cabbage patches and storks. That's not going to help her when she's 17, hot and heavy on some dude's couch, and his parents aren't watching my daughter at their house. So I'm like, honey, you want to know where babies come from? Come here. Babies come from girls with low self-esteem that can't say no. And she looked at me with this like tear coming out her cheek, and her lip was quivering. She's like, "That's where I came from, Dad." I was like, "No, baby, that's where your brother came from. Don't you worry, you came from a desperate attempt to salvage a failing relationship. It's okay. You're going to be all right. Daddy's still here. Daddy's still here." But you know, here's the thing. I realize that teaching kids is tough, and it is. And I'm 46, and I forget that they don't know 46 years old worth of shit. They know 14 and 11-year-old stuff. And I don't want to tell them too much, because I don't want to live their life for them. Like some of the best mistakes I ever made were the best times I ever had. I don't want them to not get all that information and live their lives to the fullest. I want them to live it to the fullest and stuff. But I realized I haven't forgotten some stuff that I've learned when I was growing up. Like I don't forget the fact that I learned some really hard shit when I was a kid. And so I kind of pull back from when I'm teaching my kids. Like I remember the worst thing I ever learned in my lifetime was when I was 12 years old. I was in the shower. And I realized that my pecker would no longer fit in the top of a shampoo bottle. I know, right? It doesn't. It eventually grows out of it. Yeah, it was weird. My mom found me. That was the crazy thing. My mom walks in the bathroom. I'm in the shower. Water running over top of me. There's like 8 to 10 empty shampoo bottles. All the lids are off. I'm in a fetal position crying. I'm like, oh, this is horrible. But eventually I got over it. It was a short-term memory for me, but it was a long-term memory for my mom. To this day, she cannot figure out what shampoo she used to buy to make her hair so healthy and shiny. Turns out I got a secret ingredient. Who knew? Who knew it was vitamin E? That's the secret. Secret. Don't use your boyfriend's shampoo is all I'm saying. And the older I've gotten, I'm starting to like, I think it's so fun being old because my attraction to women has broadened tremendously. Tremendously. When you're young and stuff, all you're used to is young things. You don't know anything about life. And that's not your fault. You just haven't got there yet. But like the older you get, the more you experience of life, the better things become. And the more like different women become. Like I'm attracted to all women. It's crazy. I've been married 17 years. I'm so attracted to every girl in here right now. You wouldn't believe it. Every one of them. But it's different. When I was 22, 21 years old, it's all I knew. I knew 4 22-year-old girls and then one guy's hot mom. And that's all I was attracted to. Right? But now I'm attracted to different things. Like, I'm attracted to women in the 3rd trimester. That's awesome. If you haven't had sex with a woman in her 3rd trimester, try it. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time on abouttodrop.com, but I'm just saying, if you're pregnant, I'm going to take a second and look at you. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to take a second and just look at you. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Women don't even know. Because it was a happy moment for me. That 3rd trimester was a very happy time. Because you know, not because of the kids. It was a happy time because women in the 3rd trimester have sex all the time. And they don't even know why they're doing it. They're doing it because it's their body's natural instinct to get that baby moving and get it out. Right? So they're having sex all the time. So it's a beautiful moment. That's what I'm attracted to. I'm also attracted to moms. Love moms. Love them to death. I saw something a couple weeks ago. It was a mom. She was in her like mid to late 30s. And she had a 3-year-old kid. And she just simply, with no one looking, except for me, I guess. Just reached over their 3-year-old kid and then wiped the snot out of its nose. No tissue, no nothing. Fingers. Just thumb and forefinger wiped it on her jeans. I was like, that was the fucking sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life. That was beautiful. And I've seen a lot of stuff. I've been to Korea. I've seen the banana lady. She was better than the banana lady. That was sexy. I've seen 18-year-old girls in the shower. And they have to be 18 because that's the law in North Carolina. But she wiped down on her jeans. I was like, that was beautiful. Because she's been in the trenches with those kids. I know moms. I've been with them. I've had 2 kids, so I know what it's like to be in the trenches every day on the day-to-day, and you don't feel sexy as a mom or a woman, but you do shit like that, and you don't know anyone's looking, and it's sexy. It's just sexy to the husband, you know, that looked at it. Now, women that are young, you don't know anything about those trenches, and that's fine. It's not your problem. You'll get there one day, hopefully, if the Mayan calendar is wrong. But you will have kids. You will have kids one day. I swear you will. All right? But you don't know anything about that. Main thing that young girls have to do is once in a while you got to give a blowjob. Big deal. Eventually that goes away too. Okay? Every 40-year-old woman here right now no longer gives blowjobs. No, they don't, for real. If they do, they're only doing it twice a year. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. That's it. And I bet you they're bitching about it too. I'm going to tell you what, at 46 years old, blowjobs aren't fun anymore. I wish they were. I try to make them fun. First couple of seconds into it, I'm like really into it. But then all of a sudden I get really judgmental. I'm looking down at my biannual blowjob and I'm just like, you ain't even trying. Unbelievable. You're going to half-ass this thing? Are you seriously kidding me? 2 blowjobs a year. This is retarded. Or if I'm not judgmental, I'm plotting out my revenge. I'm like, oh really? 2 blowjobs a year? Guess what? This one's lasting 6 hours. I could have came 2 minutes into this, but no. I'm going to pinch my cheeks. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to sweat it out. No, fuck you. Fuck you. And the arguments get weird. The longer you're with somebody, the arguments get weird. Okay, like, my wife should go on a girls' night out. And I'll be at home watching the kids, having a few beers. She comes home, she's like, are you drinking? I'm like, yeah, why? She goes, well, you shouldn't be drinking by yourself. That's the first sign of a problem. I was like, first of all, I'm not by myself, the fucking kids are here.